Just a little bit of coordination for you, pointing one foot and flexing the other. And hi, I'm Zoe with Feel Your Zest Pilates, and today we're going to be focused on a little bit of seated ankle mobility. So from a nice seated place on your mat, we're just going to start with rocking back and forth. And we're going to really think about where those sit bones are as we kind of teeter-totter between the two of them. And I want you to kind of internalize, close your eyes, and think about how far apart they are. And then let's kind of wiggle our heels into that same distance here. And then we want to be stacked up tall in a neutral space on top of our hips. So we want that rib cage directly on top of the hips. Our shoulders and ears are going to be in line. We're just nice and neutral up here. And we're just going to start by pointing the toes and flexing the feet. So find the mat beside you with your hands. And we're just going to keep breathing nice deep breaths as we point the toes and we flex the feet. And we're going as much as is comfortable, as far as is possible for your body today. We're just pointing and flexing. And now here, we're just going to alternate for a moment. And we're just going to point and flex slowly in opposition between the 2 feet. Just a little bit of coordination for you, pointing one foot and flexing the other. And when you're about even on both sides, we'll go ahead and just bring our feet back to this almost flexed, kind of upright position. And now we're just going to turn our feet out to the sides. We're just going to laterally rotate all the way up into the hip, and we'll come back to straight up and down. So it's like making a V with the feet. If our heels were together, we would keep them together and just part our toes into a nice V shape, and then back upright. Just out to the sides and back upright, out to the sides and back upright. And then we'll go ahead and we'll part our legs just a little bit beyond the sit bone distance apart. And here we're going to turn our toes in toward each other. The heel is going to stay in the mat, and we're just turning the toes in and back upright, in and back upright, keeping that relaxed upright foot. We're not flexing it too hard. We're not pointing the toes. We're just internally rotating and then coming back to tall. Now from here, we're going to get back into some of that point and flex movement. We're going to point, inhale, bring the toes up and out, and we're going to flex as we come back in toward the center, through center, and point the toes. So we're just making a big circle all the way through our hips. Our legs are turning, our knees are turning as we point out and around, and we flex up and in, back into the point, out and around, and flex up and in. And then here at this pointed place, back forward, we can switch the direction. So we're going to pull the pointed toes inward. Our toes might touch. We'll flex our feet out and around back into the pointed place, where again we point in, we flex up at the top, and we point out. And we're thinking about keeping our spine upright in this neutral place while our toes and ankles are on these circular adventures in front of us here. And we'll go ahead and just give a couple more wobbles, bring our legs back to that sit bone distance, the heels back to the sit bone distance apart. And we'll find the mat again with our hands for a little bit of stability. We'll point one foot and we'll drag the heel in until the foot is flat. And then we'll flex and push the heel back out. We'll take the other leg, point and pull in, flex, exhale, and push it away. Alternating point, inhale, drag in, flex, exhale, press. Point, inhale, pull to flat, flex, exhale, press. And we'll just continue with a few more of those, pointing and inhaling the foot up, flexing and exhaling it away, alternating between the 2 feet, keeping tall in the spine. And when we find ourselves even on both sides, that is all for the ankle mobility today. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.